Hey, welcome to Birth of a Doula. My name is Erica, and in this episode, we're going to talk about my now realization of the power of my profession. So, recently, I had a client that was scheduled last Wednesday actually for an induction, 5:15 in the morning. Child, I was there. At first, I was like, "Oh no, I'm not going to do this." But then, when my alarm went off, I was like, all right, let's do it. So we went in. She told me they checked her and she was about 4 centimeters dilated. And she also informed me the night before that she was worried. I said, okay, I understand. Being worried is completely understandable and it's normal. So how can I help you? So she expressed that she didn't want her labor to just progress and be so painful as what she's heard with different induction stories. And I was like, yeah, I can feel that. I was like, so if you're feeling that way, make sure you inform or you tell your doctor that you would like the Pitocin to be given to you in the lowest dose so that you'll be able to be mobile more and work with your labor instead of just waking up and boom, you're at 10 centimeters. But it's not you just dilate that fast. The pain is excruciating, I hear, because think about it. When you're putting in a man-made chemical into your body's like, whoa, what is this? So you're forcing your body to stretch like way too fast before she's ready to stretch. And that does cause a lot of pain. So what do? I am proud to say that my client and myself and Drake, shout out to Drake, I put the music on and I was able to help my client progress from 4 centimeters to 7 centimeters in a matter of I'll say about 4 hours, three and a half to 4 hours. And it was amazing. It was amazing to watch her work. It was amazing to watch her stay dedicated. And as soon as she hit that 7, she was like, okay, I need an epidural. And I was like, sis, you did amazing. And guess what? You didn't even need the Pitocin. You did all of this work on your own. So give yourself a round of applause. Still so proud of her. But in that moment, not just reading from a textbook, not watching different YouTube or looking at different Facebook groups or even reading different narratives, is in that moment I understood the power of my profession. So I had to take a second, to take it all in, a couple of times actually. Not so much during the birth, but days after, today. I'm like, wow, that's amazing. So benefits of not receiving Pitocin. Your body doesn't have to really read that. So that's great. You don't have to be exposed to the possibility of having side effects. And she was discharged the next day in the I'll say the late afternoon, around 5 or 6 o'clock. Isn't that amazing? I'm so proud of her to this day. I am proud that I surrendered myself to be able to grant myself with these experiences without without money being a factor. I'm learning the worth of a doula. I'm learning what a doula does, and I absolutely love it. One thing about the birth experience that actually bothered me was being a part of DONA, since I paid for my certification process through DONA. In order to be certified, you have to complete certain things, like 3 different types of birth. So a vaginal birth, a cesarean, planned birth, and an unplanned cesarean. The unplanned cesarean, I'm like, really? Why? But anywho, what was I going to say? Oh, you also can get a recommendation or an evaluation from a healthcare provider. And I received it, or I asked the nurse because I thought she understood the significance of my job and how I really helped my client. She did not. I think she was frustrated with me because she thought I understood how to read a fetal heart monitor. And it's not that I didn't know how to read it. It's just, honestly, I wasn't paying attention because that was her job. But in this experience, I learned that, yes, Erica, use all your nursing skills. And there was nothing so much wrong. Nothing went wrong. Mommy's fine. Baby is fine. It was just because the positioning of the mom and then the baby in the womb in the cord, the baby was most likely squishing the cord, so cutting off oxygen, so the heart rate started to go down. So she came in rushing. And I was just upset that she thought that that was my job. A nurse knows you have a scope of practice that is like this. So does a doula. Now, it would be beneficial for me to know that, right? Absolutely. But for her to mark that against me when that's not even in my training, that's the part that infuriated me, because her positive comments were very supportive, very professional, very enthusiastic about supporting her client. She also, I believe, told another nurse that I was in there, or she was busy, but another nurse came in claiming to check on something. I have no idea what this woman came in to check on. If anything, she was checking on us and see what we were doing, and she made a little snotty comment. Oh my gosh, I've never heard anyone play this for birth before or labor before. Get out, because nobody asked you for your opinion. We listened to Drake. The baby liked Drake. I get that women like the ocean and the soothing sounds of whatever. I get that. But for me, when you're working and you're dedicated, I think you need music that you like. Like, for me, it's bass. And granted, I asked my client, did she have any requests? And she said no. So I was like, Drake will do. Drake will get us going. And he did. Thank you, Drake. You got us from 4 centimeters to 7 centimeters. And I really appreciate it. I know my client does too, because guess what? That saved her money. We didn't have to pay for all the extra keeping her over hours or days or all these different type of tests if something went wrong. She labored naturally as long as she could. Epidural, discharged the next day. No complications. Everything is all good. So proud of myself. I have to give myself a nice round of applause. So, if you want to follow my Instagram, because my daughter and I made a labor aid for this client, and she loved it. She drank that up, and it really helped me see, like, dang, labor aid's what's up too. So stay tuned about that. I'm still working on something when it comes to my labor aid. So you all keep me in your prayers with that. What else has been going on with me? Oh, I was hacked on Facebook. No, correction. I was scammed and then hacked on Facebook. And I'm still not able to access it now. And I'm still devastated, but not as devastated as I was before. Like, I worked so hard to try to build a platform and a voice on Facebook, because it's so new to me to be like on social media every day saying something. I'm like, ugh, really? I'm one of these people? But I'm selling and advertising my service. So as soon as I really start to grasp that, boom, I got caught in the wasp's nest. Boom, just stung. And it really, really sucks. Like, if anybody is watching this and you know someone who has gotten scammed, or you yourself gotten scammed, or you're just a whimsical genius with computers and technology, contact me, please. Because I'm still working on getting it back. Because again, that's how I do my business, and that's how I retain and check on clients and just talk, advertise, and network with other doulas and birth workers. I'm so sad. But anywho, my Instagram is @holisticallydivine, and I post stuff on there when it comes to what I'm up to or how things are going. Yeah, I think that's it. Subscribe below to Birth of a Doula, and tune in for my next journey, my next video. It'll be soon. I'm trying to get consistent, I promise. It's a lot when you do it on your own. I'm the cameraman, the lights. I am the content. I am the producer. Not really. I haven't touched an editing button ever. But I'm doing this. I'm doing Gen to Gen. So if you go to our website, holisticallydivine.com, go down to podcast on the little hamburger button, listen to me and my mom talk about our different perspectives on the same topic. It's really amazing. So that's all for now. Ta-ta!